Hi kids, am I audible to you all? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hello everyone, am I audible to you all? Welcome to Unacademy NEET English. I am your biology educator Ambika Sharma, and today it is the final biology revision with the help of previous year question. So are you guys ready for the session? Yes? Are you people ready for the session? Actually, Shreya sir's session was going on. I hope you all have checked that particular video. Huh? I hope you guys have checked that video, how to fill that OMR sheet. So, because of that, I started my session bit late. So, how are you everyone? How are you? So, are you guys are you people ready for this final biology revision with PYQs? Ma'am, this is useful. Obviously, it is. That's why I'm taking the session. Even yesterday, I took one session of the diagram-based revision, right, in which we have covered the entire syllabus. So, today again, we are going to do the same things. So, with the help of PYQ, we will revise the biology. So, you will get an idea that which part is strong, which part is weak. You will get an idea in which topics you are doing good, in which topics you are not doing so good. So this session is going to be a very relaxing type of session, right? I will not take it for more than 2 hours. Okay, that I'm going to assure you. I will not take it for more than 2 hours, because I know already that you people have revised the entire inorganic chemistry, isn't it? Isn't it? You guys have revised the entire inorganic chemistry today. So, I know you people are tired, and I think you know that tomorrow even we are having one very amazing session. Are you people well aware of it? Yes, even tomorrow we have one very amazing session. So, I will just take your 2 hours in which we are going to revise the entire syllabus of biology with the help of some new questions, with the help of some previous year question. So, here you guys can see, just have a look of this wonderful session guys that we are going to take tomorrow, right? Right, we are going to take this session tomorrow at 11. Okay, right, tomorrow at 11 we are going to take this session. So, go like the video, right? Please go like the video, click this button here, right? Notify me. You people will get the notification of this particular session. This session is going to be very amazing. Why? Because we will take top 1000 questions from physics, chemistry, biology. So obviously just think it once. If you guys are going to solve 1000 questions, don't you people think that 180 questions will come from that? Don't you people think that 180 questions will come from that? Tell me in the chat section guys. I want to see that energy. And see, 700 plus students are watching my session and likes are so less. Just like this video as well and share it with your friends. And bache, I'm done with the plant physiology marathon. I'm done with the human physiology marathon. The human reproduction chapter is also completed. The cell division is completed here on this channel, right? Top 5 important concepts of botany are done. So please check that sessions. Please check that at 2x speed, because biology is the game changer. Biology is the game changer, right? You can definitely score 360 plus marks in biology, even if you will try to mug up few facts. Maybe you will get direct question from that part in the paper. Okay, so please revise biology as much as you guys can. Revise it as much as you guys can, and do attend this session. Do attend this session guys. This session is going to be very important for you. This session is wonderful. Literally this session is wonderful. 1000 questions will be there. Okay, 1000 questions will be there. So go and like the video and press this button here. Okay, so I want to see you all tomorrow at 11 a.m. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Right? Inorganic notes, Surya, definitely HSP sir will provide you that. And after this, the short 180 questions we are going to take. So firstly, the very first thing that you need to do is, you need to attend this session. If you will attend this session, then short questions will be very easy for you. And one more amazing thing is there. Okay. So guys, stay tuned. Right, I want to see you all there in this session. And if you are new to our channel, subscribe our channel right now. Okay. So now without wasting time, let's start the biology revision. Let's start with the very first question. Guys, answer this question. Let's start the very first question today. The questions are from your entire syllabus. You people are going to make an error sheet today. In that error sheet, you will write down where you guys are going to make the mistake. Okay, that is what you people need to do. Right? That is what you people need to do. Today, you have to keep one paper with you. Just write, the title should be the error sheet and mention all your mistakes there in that sheet. Okay? Okay, and why am I telling this? Because just after the session, you are going to revise that topics. You people are going to revise that topic. Okay? Okay, promise? Pakka promise? So, I am not going to keep this session. I'll finish it in 2 hours, guys. I'll finish it in 2 hours because even I have to prepare some wonderful questions for your tomorrow's session, which is at 11. Right? Top 1,000 questions. Top 1,000 questions. So go for it, bache. Go for it. Answer the question, all of you. And guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button as well. And thank you for making us 29K subscriber family. But it should be 30. We do not like such numbers. Hai na? 25, then 30, then 35, 40. So just subscribe our channel, share our channel, make it 30K. Okay? Okay, so you are right. During biological nitrogen fixation, inactivation of nitrogenase by oxygen poisoning is prevented by leg hemoglobin. You know that it is the pigment which is present there in the nodules, and this pigment is the oxygen squenzer. Oxygen squenzer. What is it? It is oxygen squenzer. Next. The endoplasmic reticulum in rapidly dividing cell is what? Tell me. The endoplasmic reticulum in rapidly dividing cell is. The endoplasmic reticulum in rapidly dividing cell is. Guys, quick. Answer it. Your speed should be high. Your speed should be high. Guys, I always share the PDF. Last PDF I forgot. I'm very sorry for that. I'll share the diagram wala PDF right after the class. Okay, right after the class. Bunny, I'll take the revenge soon. But now answer it, guys. Answer it. What should be the correct answer here, all of you? Yes, you are right. It is poorly developed. The endoplasmic reticulum in rapidly dividing cells. So, when it comes to the rapidly dividing cell, you know that we have the example of meristematic cell as well. Right, we have the example of meristematic cell as well, the cell which is dividing actively. So, endoplasmic reticulum is poorly developed there. Is that clear? The next question here, the type of joint between the skull bones, very important it is, the type of joint between the skull bones. The type of joint between the skull bones. Yes, guys, be quick. Be quick. I want to see that Josh in the chat section, guys. Just go for it. Answer the question. Morphology ka trick. One trick you are going to get at 11 PM today. Stay tuned. What should be the answer? You are very right. The answer here is the fibrous joint which is immovable. Right? It is the fibrous joint which is immovable. Remember skull bones. Like if I talk about the cranium, 8 cranial bones are there. They all are fused. Fibrous joint is there. Remember the word sutures. Remember the word sutures. Right? Now, the next part, water vapor comes out from plant leaf through the stomatal opening. Through the same stomatal opening, CO2 diffuses into the plant during photosynthesis. Reason out the above statement using one of the following option. Guys, here I want to specify one thing. I want to highlight one thing here, bache. Listen to me very carefully. In the paper, if you are going to get such questions, questions having long statement in the paper, then keep one thing in your head, bache. If such type of questions are there in section B, then firstly go for the simple statements. Okay, don't waste your time in reading these statements. Okay, because in section B you are having the options. So go for that 10 questions which are easy to read, which you can answer very quickly. This is what you need to keep in your head. This is the first thing. And secondly, see, it's 981 live viewers are there. It should be 1K. It should be 1000 or 1000 plus. Let's make it 1000. Quick, everyone. Just go for it. Let's make it 1000. Speed up and answer this question, guys. Answer this question. Right? Bache, do check that best strategy to attempt the NEET paper video. In that strategy, I have mentioned everything. What things you should take care while attempting the NEET paper. That video is very, very, very useful. Do check it. Okay? Okay? So, what is the correct answer here? The correct answer here is A. What is the point? Water vapor comes out from the plant leaf through the stomatal opening. Through the same stomatal opening, CO2 diffuses into the plant during photosynthesis. You know that we are talking about the stomata here. So, here they are saying both processes can happen together because the diffusion coefficient of water and CO2 is different. This is the correct answer and it is important. It is very, very, very important. Done, bache? So, from this statement, you can remember this concept. right? You cannot say that both of them cannot happen simultaneously. One process occurs during the, no, they will occur together. Why? Because diffusion coefficient is different. Now the next question, test cross is a, yes everyone, test cross is a, what is a test cross? Guys, answer it. Guys, answer it. And in the chat section, do let me know your score as well, okay? Even after the video, in the comment section, do let me know the number of questions you marked correctly. Go, speed up guys, speed up. Test cross is a. Test cross is a. Yes, we have discussed it yesterday, I think. Yes, so cross between an F1 hybrid and homozygous recessive parent. Remember always, right? One will be the F1 individual and another will be the homozygous recessive parent always. So it is the example of what? It is the example of back cross. So in today's session, you people are going to jump. You are going to jump from genetics to the evolution, to the diversity to the structural organization. Like this, we are going to take a jump. So that is why I am saying it is the final complete revision for the biology, right guys? So the next question here is, which of the following is another name for the third ventricle of brain? I know many of you don't know about it, but that is why I added this question, because you people should get an idea of such questions as well. The third ventricle. In the brain also we have the cavities which are lined with ependymal cells, right? So just let me know in the chat section guys, what is the another name for the third ventricle of the brain? Quick, speed up all of you, speed up. What is the another name for the third ventricle of the brain? Quick. So the correct answer here is diacele. It is diacele, cavity. So third ventricle of brain is known as diacele. If you don't know about it, just mention it in your notes, okay, and revise it. Very good, very good. Guys, the number of likes should also increase, right? 1000 students are watching this session. So hit the like button and do subscribe our channel, guys. Do subscribe our channel. Now the next question, a biofertilizer involving a pteridophyte host. I really like this question. A biofertilizer involving a pteridophyte host is, a biofertilizer involving a pteridophyte host is, yes everyone? Tell me. A biofertilizer involving a pteridophyte host is, but definitely I'll explain other options also, but in the third ventricle, this is just a name that you need to remember, okay? Just answer it guys, answer it. They are asking a biofertilizer involving a pteridophyte host. Pteridophyte is the keyword here. So the answer is going to be Anabina, right? Right, Anabina, right? Do you remember that water fern, azola, Anabina, symbiotic relationship for the nitrogen fixation? Nitrogen is a kind of what? Fertilizer it is. So that is why the correct answer here is C. So now the next question, it is an assertion and reason based question. Such type of question also come in your NEET examination. So let me know in the chat section. It's a very easy question. Sponges, they have the tissue level of organization. Do they? In last class we have discussed it. In that complete biology revision with diagrams, we have discussed it. Yes, bache. Sponges, do they have tissue level of organization? We know that. No, it is not like that. It is not like that. So obviously, directly, answer is simple, assertion is false, reason is true. So I really pray to God that you get such easy assertion and reason based question in your examination, isn't it? Isn't it? Such easy questions should be there in your paper. है ना? Because assertion and reasons, they confuse. Multiple statement based questions, they confuse. Okay, so if in section B you get options where assertion and reasons are also there, other questions are also there, even long statement type questions are there. So please choose your questions wisely, because in section B you have to attempt only 10 questions, right? Even if you are going to attempt the 11 questions there, they will consider your first 10. So keep it in your head, right? So that is why I am saying do check that video, best strategy to attempt the NEET paper, right? Okay, so the next one, the acrosome of sperm is formed from. Yes everyone, the acrosome of sperm, it is formed from. Tell me quickly. The acrosome of sperm, it is formed from. Bache, sponges are multicellular, Juhi. Cellular level of organization is there. So many cells are there. Definitely it is multicellular. Now the acrosome of sperm is formed from. The acrosome of sperm is formed from. The acrosome of sperm is formed from. Tell me. Acrosome, very easy. It is the Golgi complex. Golgi complex. The organelle having two faces. Polar it is. Right, cis phase, trans phase is there. Now the next question, the part of eye that dilates and contracts based on the environment. Again a very easy question, bache. The part of eye which dilates and contract, it is based on the environment. So, yes, what should be the correct answer here? The part of eye which dilates and contracts based on the environment. Based on the environment, very easy it is the pupil. Remember, bache, pupil is that aperture. See, this is the iris. In between there is an aperture, that is the pupil. As per the amount of light, it will constrict, it will dilate. It will constrict, it will dilate. So, I'll connect one more question here. The dilation of pupil is because of sympathetic nerve fiber. Remember, it is because of sympathetic nerve fiber. Such type of question can also come in your NEET examination. Dilation of pupil is because of sympathetic nerve fiber. Now, here we have the next question. Again, the assertion and reason based question it is. I have added many assertion and reason based question. So, here you guys can see the assertion is AIDS spread more rapidly than hepatitis. The reason, HIV has a shorter incubation period than that of HBV. HBV, you know na? It should be HPB, isn't it? Or BB, what it is? Hepatitis B virus. HBV, it stands for hepatitis B virus. Okay. So, what should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here? Yes, it is both reason and assertion and reason, they are incorrect, isn't it? See, reason is literally incorrect because HIV is not having a shorter incubation period. If I talk about the AIDS, the incubation period is 6 months to 10 years. So, it is not at all short. So, reason is incorrect. And you know that we cannot compare this AIDS and the hepatitis, right? AIDS spread more rapidly than hepatitis. No. So, here the correct answer is C. So, next question, the polar bodies, 12 polar bodies are formed during, polar bodies are formed during. It's a very easy question, and such type of easy question also you will get in your NEET paper, right? Right, not every question will be difficult there, such easy question will also be there. So, it is very important to know the best strategy to attempt the NEET paper, okay. So, now tell me, polar bodies are formed during, definitely very easy, oogenesis. So, we will be having the secondary oocyte, we will be having the polar body, then we will be having the ootid, the second polar body, right? So, the next question, which of the following is a nitrogen fixer in the root nodules of Alnus? Non-leguminous plant it is. It is not leguminous, it is non-leguminous plant. So, which of the following is a nitrogen fixer in the root nodules of Alnus? So, you know the correct answer, and that is Frankia. What is it? That is Frankia. Is that clear? So, now the next question, guys. Restriction enzymes are isolated from. Guys, be quick. Restriction enzymes, they are isolated from. From where you people will get the restriction enzymes? All of you. From where you will get the restriction enzymes? Very easy. From the bacteria. You will not find these enzymes in the case of eukaryotic cell. You are going to find these enzymes in the case of prokaryotic cell. Okay. In the prokaryotic cell, you will find such enzymes. Is that clear? Now, the next question, guys. So, if there is any injury in the hypothalamus region of the brain, it is most likely to affect. If there is any injury in the hypothalamus region of the brain, it is most likely going to affect. Very easy it is. Yes, very easy it is. You know the answer, guys. You know the answer. And people, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe this channel. It is one of the best channels for the NEET preparation, right? And that we ensure you people, in the incoming 1 year, now this channel is going to be the best channel for the NEET preparation when it comes to the content. So, do subscribe our channel, guys. Do subscribe our channel. So, exactly. So, you know that the hypothalamus is the thermoregulator. So, it is going to regulate the body temperature, and along with that, hypothalamus is also playing some another role, and for that you just need to check your NCERT. So, now the next question, if both genotype and phenotype, they shows the same ratio of 1:2:1, it shows 1:2:1, it shows. Yes, Quick. Quick. Guys, there is a mistake here. You know that two correct answers are there, isn't it? 1:2:1, right? So, in the case of incomplete dominance, remember the example of snapdragon, right? Remember the example of snapdragon. Do you remember the example of snapdragon, antirrhinum, the dog flower, even the Mirabilis jellipa? Incomplete dominance is there. 1:2:1 is the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio there. And even you find the same phenotypic and genotypic ratio in the case of codominance also. So, whether it is the incomplete dominance or the codominance, so here the answer, both of them are correct, right? Both of them are correct, right? Not just A and B, both are correct, right? So you know that NTA used to ask such questions in the NEET examination because it is the rule of NTA that I am going to mistake and I am going to do the mistake in some of the questions. Remember? Remember, so in the case of your codominance, even in the case of incomplete dominance, the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio both are same, guys, right? Both are same, guys, right? So that is why I am mentioning both are correct here. Done? So now the next part, perisperm is different from endosperm because very interesting question, very nice question it is. Very nice question it is. Perisperm, it is different from the endosperm because perisperm, it is different from the endosperm. बच्चे codominance, it is complete dominance. See, if it is the codominance, then both are correct. But if it is the complete dominance, then obviously A is correct, right? So this is what you need to keep in your head. See, such type of mistakes even you can make in your final paper. So it is codominance. So if it is codominance, then both the options are correct. But if it is the complete dominance, then obviously A is correct, right, bache? So this is how you need to remember it. So such tricky questions can be there in your exam and you may make the mistake like me, like I did, है ना? It is in our head that codominance. So instead of complete dominance, even I am reading it as a codominance. So yes, we can make the mistake there. Okay, so remember it. If it is the complete dominance, then obviously A is the answer. But if codominance is written, then both are correct. Done? So this is what you can learn from my mistake. Okay, the next question. Perisperm is different from endosperm because, right? So, bache, it's a very good lesson. Read the question carefully. Perisperm is different from endosperm because. Perisperm is different from endosperm because. Right, see, what you know that it is the endosperm which is triploid when you talk about the angiosperms. What is perisperm? Do you remember the example of perispermic seeds? Do you remember the example of perispermic seed? Huh? Perispermic seed, perisperm. So example is your black pepper. Black pepper is having the perispermic seed. Perisperm is present there. Perisperm means nucellus is persistent there. Perispermic seed means nucellus is persistent. Right, nucellus is persistent, nucellus is still present there, right? So here, if I compare both, so we know that endosperm is triploid, but when it comes to the perisperm, the nucellus, it is going to be the diploid. So B is the correct answer here. B is the correct answer here. So the next question, in angiosperms, the functional megaspore give rise to. In angiosperm, the functional megaspore, it give rise to. Yes, everyone, do answer it. Be quick. Be quick. Yes, everyone. In angiosperms, the functional megaspore gave rise to. It gave rise to. Functional megaspore, we know that it is going to form the embryo sac, and embryo sac is nothing but it is the female gametophyte. What is it? It is the female gametophyte. So the next question, glenoid cavity articulates with. Even in the human physiology marathon, we have completed that, isn't it? So glenoid cavity, it articulates. Glenoid cavity, it articulates. All of you, please answer this. Glenoid cavity. Remember, bache, here we have the humerus. Don't judge my diagram. Here you are going to have that pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle is having two bones. The clavicle is here, scapula is there, right? So that scapula is having that, glenoid cavity. So this humerus and the pectoral girdle basically articulates with the glenoid cavity. So here the answer is humerus with scapula. So do not make the mistake here. If they are mentioning the glenoid cavity and they are writing humerus with clavicle, then it is a mistake. If instead of scapula, they are mentioning the clavicle, then it is a mistake. So that is what you need to focus. Okay. So the next question, ribs and sternum are connected by, ribs and sternum they are connected by, ribs and sternum they are connected by, yes, ribs and sternum they are connected by, they are connected by, you know it very well, isn't it? Hyaline cartilage, hyaline cartilage. And for your quick revision, first 7 pair true ribs, 8th, 9th or 10th false rib, right? 11th or 12th pair is floating. 11th and 12th pair is floating. It is for your quick revision. Now the next question, when the dark period of a short day plant is interrupted by brief exposure of light, then the plant is. We are talking about the dark period of the short day plant which prefers the darkness, of course. Right, right. So here, if that dark period is interrupted by the brief exposure of light, then the plant is going to be, but one student is writing 11th and 12th and 13th. Bhai, it is still 12th. It is not 13. Don't say things like that, bache. I'll get heart attack. Okay, so now answer this question. When the dark period of a short day plant is interrupted by the brief exposure of light, then the plant, obviously plant is not going to bear any flower, because for a SDP, for a short day plant, for SDP, for a short day plant, the dark period is very important for the flowering. If that dark period is interrupted, the flowering will not occur. In light period, if there is interruption, they are okay, but in dark period, there should be no interruption. So here, that is why the correct answer here is B, bache. Can you quote one example of a short day plant? Can you quote one example of a short day plant? Do you know? Tobacco, tobacco, tobacco. Right? Revise the examples. Short day plants, long day plants, day neutral plants. You will definitely get one question from this part. Now next, the reversal of etiolation affected by light is called. This is nice. The reversal of etiolation affected by light. The reversal of etiolation affected by light. Yes? Yes, but here the correct answer is photomorphogenesis. Morphogenesis, you know that morph means form, genesis means formation, photo means light. So in the presence of light, there is the form will form, na? The growth we are talking. So here what is right? So here what is the point? The reversal of etiolation is affected by light, and this statement, directly this statement is known as photomorphogenesis, right? If you don't know anything about that, just mention this in your notes and revise it. Okay. So in which of the following living species phytochrome, the blue-green pigment is found? But it is from NCERT. It is from NCERT. So in which of the following living species the phytochrome, the blue-green pigment is found? Right? In which of the following living species phytochrome is the word. Phytochrome is the word. Remember? Some phytochrome, some red light, some far red light. So what should be the answer here? Yes. So obviously here the answer is flowering plant. Here the answer is flowering plant. Right. So phytochrome is present in, phytochromes are present in, right? The blue-green pigment it is in the flowering plants. It is in the flowering plants. So do you know the answer? Right? Do mention it in your notes, but you do mention it in your notes. So here we are talking about what? We are talking about the phytochrome, and which is a pigment. What is it? It is a pigment. Is that clear? Is that clear? Sure? Sure, bache? Done? Done? Okay, so the next question, again the assertion and reason based question it is. Again the assertion and reason based question it is. So now answer this question. Answer this question. Quick. Quick. Assertion and reason based question it is. Adenine cannot pair with the cytosine. See, I know one thing. Adenine is going to form 2 hydrogen bonds with the thymine. Cytosine is going to form 3 hydrogen bond with the guanine. This is what we know. So here they are saying that adenine cannot pair with cytosine. Adenine and cytosine do not have a perfect match between the hydrogen donor and the hydrogen acceptor site. So hence they cannot pair. It's a very easy question. Right? It's a very easy question. Done, bache? Done, bache? So here, here the correct answer is what? Here the correct answer is A, that both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So this is correct. Okay, this is correct. Done, bache? So how many of you marked it correctly? Tell me, how many of you marked it correctly? Tell me quickly. Quick. Yes, quick. Done? So, the next statement, how many plants among Indigofera, Sesbania, Salvia, Allium, Aloe, mustard, groundnut, radish, gram and turnip have stamens with different lengths in their flower? It's nice, with different lengths in their flower. So, it's a good question. It's a good question. It's a bit tricky one, but it's a good question. How many plants among Indigofera, Sesbania, Salvia, Allium, Aloe, mustard, groundnut, radish, gram and turnip have stamens with different lengths in their flower? So, what should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here, guys? Yes. So, here the correct answer is 4. Can you tell me the name of that examples? Right, if you have attended the last class, so remember in the case of Brassicaceae family also I told you tetradynamous, right? Right, 2 sets are there, different length is there. So I think you can guess the answer now. You can guess the answer now. This is your homework and I want you people to answer it in the comment section, guys. So take the screenshot of this particular question and you have to tell me that which plants particularly, out of it, which plants particularly are having the stamen with the different length. So this is a question. This is the homework for you. Okay. So the next question, again the assertion and reason based question, it is viruses having RNA genome have shorter lifespan and mutate faster. Reason, RNA is unstable and thus mutates faster. Right, viruses having RNA genome have shorter lifespan and they mutate faster. The reason is RNA is unstable and thus they mutate faster. Bache, adenine is the nitrogenous base. Expected day, I think, bache, according to me, this is just my opinion, I don't know. It is just my opinion. According to me, your admit card will come out today. Okay. Done. So here the correct answer is again A, bache, you know that RNA viruses, RNA is unstable, right? RNA is having the uracil that makes it very reactive. It is unstable, right? So viruses having RNA genome, they are having the shorter lifespan and they mutate faster. Done, bache. So the next question, assertion and reason based question again. So yeast such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae, they are used in the baking industry. Right, it is used in the baking industry. So carbon dioxide produced during fermentation causes bread dough to rise by thermal expansion. So what should be the correct answer here? The yeast such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae, they are used in the baking industry. Yes, we know that. And CO2 produced during fermentation cause the bread dough to rise by thermal expansion. Is it so? Bache, seriously, tell me, is it the thermal expansion? Carbon dioxide will be there, you know that, and it will result in that puffed up appearance. But is it the thermal expansion? Tell me quickly. Quickly tell me. Done? Yes, it is correct. It is correct, bache. It is the correct answer. Okay. It is the correct answer. So yeast such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae is used in baking industry because CO2 produced during fermentation is going to cause the bread dough to rise by thermal expansion. Right? Right? Because CO2 produced by that. Right? Because there will be the fermentation, alcoholic fermentation is there. So alcoholic fermentation is there. So you know that what is going to happen, the CO2 will be released. Right? The CO2 will be released. Okay. Okay. The next question, guys, thermal expansion you can ask from your chemistry teachers. You have two chemistry teachers, that how is it thermal expansion, but it is thermal expansion, right? So now the next question, this is correctly matched with its 3 characteristics, maize, onion, tomato and pea is given. Check it out, bache. Check it out. This example is, this question is important. right? It is important. CO2 is responsible for the puffed up appearance. CO2 is responsible for that, holes in the Swiss cheese, right? So there is, yeah, temperature is there indeed. So quick, all of you, just be quick. Answer it quickly, all of you. Just be quick, bache. This is correctly matched with its 3 characteristics: maize, onion, tomato and pea, right? Maize, onion, tomato and pea. So here the correct answer is this onion. It's a bulb, yes, right? Imbricate estivation is there, yes, and axile presentation is there. Axile presentation is there, isn't it? Isn't it? Done, bache? Done. So what about tomato? What type of estivation is there in the case of tomato? Axile placentation is correct in the case of tomato. Even berry is correct in the case of tomato. But what about this twisted estivation? Which estivation is there in the tomato? Can you tell me the example? Which estivation is there in the tomato? Anyone in the class? Which estivation is there in the tomato? Can you answer it? Can you answer it? Guys, again, one more homework. So the next question, some hyperthermophilic organisms that grow in highly acidic habitats, they belong to 2 groups. Again, easy, right? They are saying some hyperthermophilic. The word is thermophilic. The word is thermophilic, right? So they can grow in highly acidic habitat. They belong to 2 groups. Very good, Sneha. Excellent, Sneha. Sunshine, the session is off. 1 hour 45 minutes. So the correct answer here is, this question is also very easy. Just answer it to me, guys. Just answer it to me. Be quick. Quick. Done? Done? So here the correct answer is Eubacteria and Archaebacteria. See, they are saying hyperthermophilic, thermophilic, which can resist the heat, which can survive in high temperature conditions, right? And even you can see the example of pH. So obviously out of all the options here, this Eubacteria and Archaea is the best one, right? So the next question, this is related to the glycosylation of protein. Yes. So out of all the organelles below, which one is responsible for glycosylation of protein? And guys, speed up, all of you, right? Right. So this is related to the glycosylation of protein. So what should be the correct answer? Speed up. We have to finish the biology as soon as possible, even in the final NEET paper, right? Even in the final NEET paper. Tell me, what should be the correct answer? We know the correct answer here. Out of all the options given here, it is the endoplasmic reticulum. It is the endoplasmic reticulum. And even in the case of Golgi apparatus also, we talk about glycosylation and glycosidation. Right, 2 words are there, glycosylation, glycosidation, but here the correct answer is D. Now the next question, guys, this is a correctly matched pair. Now tell me, this is a correctly matched pair. Correctly matched pair. Lysosome involved in the synthesizing amino acid. Microsomes take part in photosynthesis. Centrosomes provide enzymes essential for the digestion, and ER has a role in the formation of new nuclear membrane when the cell divides. Which one is the correctly matched pair? Which one is the correctly matched pair? Of course, here it is the D. Centrosome is not going to provide the essential enzymes for the digestion, of course. Centrosome is a structure having 2, right, perpendicular centrioles covered by the pericentriolar material. Microsomes, what are they? These are that microbodies, isn't it? Lysosomes, you know that, suicidal bag, hydrolytic enzyme it is having. Right, bache? So the next question, this is not a major endocrine structure, however, produces the hormone along with performing the main function. It is not the major endocrine structure, but still produces the hormone along with performing its main function. Interesting question. Interesting question. Guys, interesting question. Answer it to me quick. This is not a major endocrine structure, however, it produces the hormones along with performing its main function. So what should be the correct answer here, guys? What should be the correct answer here? So here the correct answer is the kidney. Kidneys, you know that they used to produce erythropoietin. Do not confuse it here with pancreas, because pancreas is a heterocrine gland. It's a composite gland. It is having the exocrine and the endocrine part. Now the next question, chemiosmotic theory of ATP synthesis in the chloroplast and mitochondria is based on, again easy. Again easy it is. Again easy it is. But you just look at the options also. We need to revise that options. And guys, if you are new to our channel, what you have to do, you know that you just need to subscribe our channel, right? Let's make it 30K family, isn't it? And see, do not forget to hit the like button here, right? Tomorrow at 11, you have to attend it. You have to attend it. The session is very important, okay? Okay? So now, let's focus here. Chemiosmotic theory of ATP synthesis in the chloroplast and mitochondria is based on. Chemiosmotic theory of ATP synthesis in the chloroplast and mitochondria is based on. It is based on, yes, of course, on the proton gradient. But instead of proton gradient, if they are mentioning electron gradient, then the statement will be incorrect, okay? It is the proton gradient. It is the proton gradient H positive we are discussing here. Okay. So, the next part, how many ATP molecules could maximally be generated from one molecule of glucose? Okay. If the complete oxidation of 1 mole of glucose yields 686 kilocalories, the useful chemical energy available in the high energy phosphate bond of 1 mole of ATP is 12 kilocalorie energy. So, now you tell me, how many ATP molecules could maximally be generated from one molecule of glucose? How many ATP? How many ATP? The final count you have to tell. The final count you need to tell. Yes, how many ATP molecules are generated from? Quick, tell me. You know the answer? You know the answer? They have specified few conditions also, na? So, what should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here? They are asking that how many ATP molecule could maximally be generated from one glucose if the complete oxidation of 1 mole yields 686 calories. The useful chemical energy available in high energy phosphate bond of 1 mole of ATP is this. They have mentioned it. So, I think you know the answer. Guys, the answer here is 57. The answer here is 57. What is the answer here? 57. Can you tell me how? Because here in this question they have even specified that useful chemical energy available in high energy phosphate bond of 1 mole of ATP is 12 kilocalorie. So, this is what they have specified, and plus they have mentioned that glucose is going to yield that much of energy. So, accordingly you have to calculate. Are you getting my point? Accordingly you have to calculate. Done? Done? So, glucose is going to give 686 kilocalorie, and they are saying that from 1 ATP you are getting 12 kilocalorie. So, this is what you need to justify, right? Okay? Okay? Very good, very good. Next. So, pick the incorrect statement regarding Krebs cycle, right? Pick the incorrect statement regarding Krebs cycle. Don't worry, such rarely they NT used to ask such questions. So, don't worry about that. So, now answer this question, bache. This is easy. Krebs cycle, statement based question it is. Yes, bache, what should be the answer? What should be the answer? Incorrect statement you have to tell. So, cycle starts with the condensation of acetyl group with pyruvic acid to produce citric acid. Acha. So, during the conversion of succinyl coenzyme A to succinate, the molecule of GTP is formed, yes. And you know that this step is the substrate level phosphorylation, the only step of the Krebs cycle where substrate level phosphorylation will occur. There is one point in the cycle where FAD will be reduced to FADH2. Yes, you know it. The cycle has 3 points where reduction of NADH. Bilkul correct. Right, but here the cycle starts with condensation of acetyl group with pyruvic acid is not there, right? But there will be the oxaloacetic acid. It is going to accept the acetyl coenzyme A, and then there will be the formation of citric acid. So, if you do not know the trick, Remember बच्चे the trick? Come in, let's come in and kick scooter, fastly move on. Do you remember this trick? Come in and kick scooter, fastly move on. Right बच्चे? Right बच्चे? So C is citrate, isocitrate, right? And you know that it is alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl coenzyme A, succinate, fumarate, malate and oxaloacetate. So this is how you can revise it. I have already shared the trick for the Krebs cycle with you. Okay. So that is why here the A is the incorrect statement, right? So next question, Alexander von Humboldt described for the first time. Yes, even in yesterday's class we have discussed it. So Alexander von Humboldt, he described for the first time. He described the species area relationship. S is equals to CAZ. So on a log scale, it is going to be log S is equals to log C plus Z log A. Done. Next question. The CH bond of the food in cellular respiration is disintegrated through a very basic question again. The CH bond in cellular respiration is disintegrated through. It is disintegrated through. The word is disintegrated through. So of course, oxidation it is. So obviously the cellular respiration is there. We are going to break down the, we are going to hydrolyze the glucose. So CH bond will be, the CH bond breakage will be there for the, by the oxidation. Done. It will be disintegrated by the oxidation. Now the next question, this is not a characteristic feature of anatomy of dicot roots. But in yesterday's session, we have revised it. Right, dicot root, they are asking dicot root. So if I will be at your place, first of all, what will I do? I will read the question, right? And whatever I know about that statement, I'm going to keep it in my head, right? So when it is the root, okay, it is the dicot root, but one thing I know about root is having radial vascular bundle. It is having what? It is having the radial vascular bundle, right? It is having the radial vascular bundle. So now the points I need to check, not a characteristic feature. Not a characteristic feature means I have to figure out the incorrect statement here. So this is that incorrect statement because vascular bundle is the radial, the secondary growth is also there, pith is little or absent, vascular bundles are not 15 to 20 bache, it can be, remember, diarch to tetrarch. Done. So the next question. In a population of 100 individual, wow, I like the question. 360 belongs to genotype AA, 480 belongs to A and A, means heterozygous, and 160 belongs to A and A. So tell me, based on the data, what is the frequency of allele A? Right, you have to tell me the frequency of allele A. I'm giving you the time, guys. Do answer the question. Quick, guys. Do answer the question. Quick. Do answer the question. In a population of 100 individual, 360 belongs to the genotype AA, means homozygous dominant. 480 are heterozygous dominant and 160 are homozygous recessive. So what is the frequency of allele A in the population? What is the frequency of allele A in the population? Guys, the total number of population will be, yes. Right? Tell me. Total number of population. Here it is the 160 now. So what is the total number of population? 1000. Right? So now they are asking for the frequency of allele A, means they are asking for the P, and you know that P plus Q is equals to 1. So here what you people can do, AA is equals to 360 divided by 1000. So you know that what will you get? You will get 0.36. So basically your P2 is 0.36, right? Your P2 is 0.36. Now it is P2. So you know that simple mathematics, right? 6 into 6, 36. 0.6 into 0.6 is going to be the 0.36. So here it is the square. If you will shift it to the another side, it is going to be the under root. So that is why here answer is P is equals to 0.6. So now let's say, you know this equation, right? P plus Q is equals to 1. So if P is 0.6, then of course the Q is going to be 0.4. The Q is going to be 0.4, right? So P here is 0.6 and the Q is going to be the 0.4. Is that clear? The next question, guys, the industrial melanism is an example of, bache, this session is very important. You will revise your entire syllabus, right? The questions from class 11th, the question from class 12th are there, bache, right? Question from class 11th, question from class 12th are there. You just need to focus, you just need to revise it properly. It is important, it is important. Okay. Okay, and at tomorrow's session where you are going to practice top 1000 question, a big number it is. So answer it. Industrial melanism is an example of, we know it is the example of natural selection, it is the example of directional selection, directional natural selection. Now, the next question, when the centromere is located in the middle of the two equal arms of the chromosome is referred to as, exactly, it is the metacentric. It is the metacentric chromosome. What type of chromosome it is? It is a metacentric chromosome because centromere is placed in the middle. Now the next one, what is the plant hormone that is used to destroy weeds in a field? What is the plant hormone that is used to destroy the weeds in a field? What is the plant hormone that is used to destroy the weeds in a field? Plant hormone that is used to destroy the weeds in a field? Yes, yes, it is the 2,4-D. It is the synthetic auxin. Remember, it is the synthetic auxin. It can destroy the dicot weeds. 2,4-D, dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Guys, the number of likes should be 2K till the end of the session, isn't it? Isn't it? So all of you just like the session. Just like the session and do subscribe our channel as well. So the next thing, which of the following statement is not true? Which of the following statement is not true? You have to tell the incorrect statement here. Speed up everyone, speed up. You have to tell the incorrect statement here. Tell me. Tell me. Which of the following is not correct? Which of the following statement is not correct? Not correct, bache. Even I think, yes, yesterday we have revised the same topic. Pyramid of number in a grassland ecosystem. It is grassland ecosystem. It is going to be upright. The grass is right. Then the primary consumer, the secondary one, of course. The pyramid of biomass in C is generally inverted. Yes, we have discussed that. The pyramid of biomass in C is generally upright. This is the incorrect statement. And pyramid of energy is always upright. So this is a very, very, very good question. And even we have, see, with the help of diagrams also, we can revise the entire syllabus. Do check that session. The complete biology revision, the complete biology marathon with the help of diagrams. Do check that session, guys. Now the next question. DNA strands on a gel stained with ethidium bromide when viewed under UV radiation appears as. DNA strands on a gel stained with ethidium bromide, ETBR, right, when viewed under UV radiation it appears as. Guys, speed up, quick, quick, all of you, quick. Very easy question, bright orange bands, bright orange bands. Right. So now the next, in the exponential growth, NT is equals to N naught ERT. What is the E here? What is the E here? So in the exponential growth equation, right, NT is equals to N naught ERT. Here E represents what? Here E represents what? E represent what? Obviously the base of the natural logarithm. The base of the natural logarithm. Now the next question, which of the following is most likely a reason for not occurring the regular menstrual cycle in the females? Okay, nice question. right? So देखो, it's a complete revision. Sometimes we are discussing the questions from the human health, sometimes from the human reproduction, sometimes from the ecology, from the genetics, from the 11th, from plant physiology, right? So this is going to be a very useful session for all of you guys. So which of the following is most likely a reason for not occurring the regular menstruation cycle in the females? Yes, in the females. Tell me, maintenance of high concentration of sex hormones in the bloodstream, maintenance of hypertrophic endometrial lining, retention of well-developed corpus luteum, fertilization of the ovum. Question here is for not occurring regular menstruation cycle, means the menses, they are irregular. The menses, they are irregular. So what should be the correct answer here? Okay. Oh, what should be the correct answer here? Hypertrophic endometrial lining means endometrium is showing the growth, isn't it? Endometrium is showing the growth, isn't it? Isn't it? Right. Maintenance of high concentration of sex hormones in the bloodstream is having no role with that irregular menstruation cycle. Retention of well-developed corpus luteum is indicating the progesterone, the pregnancy. So out of it, the best answer is going to be the fertilization of the ovum. Right. Now, next question. Which meiotic prophase stage show terminalization of chiasmata? For sure, one question will come from this part. Right. You know the trick. LZPDD. Right. LZPDD. Remember? LZPDD. The another trick for this part is little Zara, please do not dance. Little Zara, please do not dance. Leptotene, zygotine, pachytene, diplotene, diakinesis. Leptotene, zygotine, pachytene, diplotene, diakinesis. Leptotene, zygotine, pachytene, diplotene, diakinesis. Okay, okay, these are the points here. So what I want to tell you here, they are asking for the terminalization. From these substages, for sure you will get question. Like in the zygotine, synapses. Pachytene, there will be the crossing over. Diplotene, terminalization, no. Dissolution of synaptonemal complex, and here it will be the terminalization of chiasmata. So it is diakinesis. It is diakinesis. It is diakinesis. So with this diakinesis, you can also dance. I hope you all are enjoying this session, isn't it? The next question, guys. Which unique recognition sequence is identified by endonuclease to make cuts at specific position within the DNA? Which unique recognition sequence is identify the endonucleases to make cuts at specific position within the DNA? Which unique recognition sequence is identified the endonuclease to make cuts at the specific position within the DNA? Within the DNA. Yes, obviously it is the palindromic, font size is quite small here, it is the palindromic nucleotide sequence. Remember, ECO R1, it is GATTers, GAATTC, GAATTC, remember this, GAATTC, GAATTC, right, for the ECO R1, palindromic sequence it is. So this endonuclease will break the sugar phosphate backbone. Remember this. So here the D is the correct answer. Now the next question, bache, the organelle present in the endomembrane system are. The organelle present in the endomembrane system are. Again a very easy question, bache. The organelle present in an endomembrane system are. Endomembrane system where you know organelles are present together, they are working collectively. This is what you can say. So what do we have there? We have the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus is also there, lysosome is also there, and the vacuole is also there. So what do you have to remember? GERL complex, G-E-R-L. Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, even the vacuole is there. So here the correct answer is going to be B. The correct answer is going to be B. Very good. So guys, how's the energy? How's the energy? Tell me, how's the energy? How's the energy? Guys, we have to make it 30K subscriber family. It's 29.2. Let's make it 30K. Let's make it 30K. Do share the link of this channel with your friends, with your classmates, with your seniors. Do share it. Okay. So the next question. But before that, tell me, how's the energy? High? It should be high. It should be high. Okay, so here we go. Arey, Abdul is saying my energy is low. It should not be like that. enjoy the session, and if you want a break, just take a break. Leave the session, Abdul. Take a break. And whenever you feel okay, just check the recording of the session. Energy should be higher, otherwise it is of no use of attending the session, na? Okay, the next question is, Cry1 endotoxin obtained from the Bacillus thuringiensis are effective against, yes, they are effective against, you know that they are mainly effective against the bollworms. Right. So, here they have specified the Cry1. Otherwise, in Bacillus thuringiensis, there are different genes which can be effective against different type of pathogens. But here they have specified it. So, we are using the word D. Okay. Okay. So, in a cross between a male and a female, both heterozygous for sickle cell anemia gene, what will be the percentage of the progeny that will be? Yes, diseased. Both are heterozygous. So, whatever is given in question, firstly note down that. Whatever is given in question, first of all note down that, right? The same thing you need to do in the physics numerical, the same thing you need to do in the chemistry numerical. Whatever is given in the question, kindly write it down and then find out. Then read the statement properly, that what are they asking actually. Okay. So, in a cross between a male and a female, both heterozygous for the sickle cell anemia gene, what will be the percentage of the progeny that will be diseased? Right, that will be diseased. So, in a cross between a female and male, see, you have to tell what will be the, what progeny will be diseased. So, you know the answer, isn't it? You know the answer, isn't it? 25%, 25% it is. 25% it is. Now, the next question, the transfer vesicles from rough endoplasmic reticulum is going to fuse with which region of the Golgi complex? Remember, Golgi complex is the only organelle having two different phases. Cis phase is there, the trans phase is there. The Golgi complex is placed in a cytoplasm which is known as zone of exclusion. Do you remember this? Zone of exclusion, because no other organelle will be present here. So, one phase is the cis phase, another phase is the trans phase, if you remember. So, here they are asking endoplasmic reticulum. From endoplasmic reticulum, the transfer vesicle will come and it is going to fuse with the forming phase of the Golgi complex, which is known as the cis phase. Which is known as the cis phase. It is cis phase, isn't it? The answer should be cis phase, not the trans phase. Because it is the transfer vesicle from rough endoplasmic reticulum will fuse with cis phase, because it is the forming phase, and secretory vesicle will release from trans. So, the answer marked here is incorrect. The correct answer is cis. Okay, it is cis. It is cis phase. Okay. Now, the next question, which of the following is a part of rhombencephalon? Right, which is the part of rhombencephalon? Answer quick. Answer it. Answer it. So, see, you know that in the brain we have forebrain, midbrain, forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain is there. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Your midbrain is mesencephalon. Your hindbrain is rhombencephalon. Your forebrain is prosencephalon. So, here rhombencephalon means hindbrain. Hindbrain it is. So, in the hindbrain there is a trick. Hindbrain there is a trick. The trick is physics, chemistry, maths. है ना? The trick is physics, chemistry, maths. The trick is physics, chemistry, maths. Means P stands for pons varolii, C stands for cerebellum, M stands for medulla. So medulla, out of all the options given here, so obviously it is the medulla which is the part of hindbrain. It is the medulla which is the part of hindbrain. Right, bache? So when it comes to the hindbrain, what is the trick? The trick is PCM. Brain is like I need to study the mathematics. The physics, chemistry and mathematics I need to appear in the IIT JEE paper. So P stands for pons viroli, C stands for cerebellum, and then M stands for medulla. M stands for medulla. Are you getting my point? Now the next question. Pick the incorrect statement. Agar is a gelling agent in plant tissue culture medium. Yes, agar is a gelling agent in the plant tissue culture medium. You have to pick up the incorrect statement. 50 question. No, bache, it is the 50th. How come 50? You have to tell what will be the percentage of progeny that will be diseased. Diseased progeny is 25% only, na? You people will get the PDF. Don't you people worry. So now answer this question. Pick up the incorrect statement. Agar is a gelling agent in plant tissue culture medium. Agar is a gelling agent in plant tissue culture medium. So pick up the incorrect statement, all of you. Pick up the incorrect statement. So obviously it is not at all used in the micropropagation work. Remember micropropagation, we study it in the case of tissue culturing, micropropagate, right? Like you can say that from any ornamental plant, we want to grow it again and again. We'll pick up any part and we can make multiple copies. Same like tissue culturing, na? Propagation basically. So agar is not used there. Okay. So you have to pick up the incorrect statement. So agar is not digested by the enzymes of plants. Okay. Does not react with the media constituent. Okay. Remains stable at the incubation temperature. Yes. Right? Yes. So now the next question, that is used to develop the virus-free plant. That is used to develop the virus-free plant. So these questions are from the tissue culture part. Hai na? So answer this question, bache. Answer this question. Dash is used to develop virus-free plant. Dash is used to develop the virus-free plant. Obviously the meristematic culture, because in the meristematic culture the cells are actively dividing. They are actively dividing. So even if a plant is infected with the viruses, so in the meristematic tissue will be virus free. So we can use the meristematic tissue for the tissue culturing. Now the next question, which of the following nitrogen fixer is found in the rice fields associated with the azolla? Azolla, I told you. Right, it's a kind of repeated question. So azolla and abina. So bache, why do we practice such number of questions? Why are we emphasizing that you should attend the top 1000 question wala session? Why is it so? Because question practice is very important now, right? Whatever you have revised so far, now you have to check, are you able to apply it or not? You should deal with that performance pressure. So the question practice is very important. And you know, in the NEET examination, in one way or another way, they are going to ask you the questions, right? All the questions will come from previous year paper in one way or another way. You cannot say that there is any new question. No, everything is from NCERT. So let's practice that number of questions, na? Let's practice that number of questions. Okay, so for sure from that 1000 question, we are going to get 100 plus questions. Okay, so that is why I am more and more focused here on the MCQs. All of them are PYQs. These questions will be asked in one way or another way. Even if you will look at this, right? Another options. They are itself making one more question. Done, bache? Done, bache? So the next question, the organic farming is the technique of raising crop through the usage of. The word is organic farming. You guys need to join our Telegram group, bache. Tell me. Tell me. Organic farming is the technique of raising crops through the usage of. Username, how many marks? Bache, it depends, na? Depends, na? That how well you attempt your final NEET paper. How well you attempt your final NEET paper. So obviously you know that here the answer is all of above. Resistant varieties can be used, manures and biofertilizer. If instead of biofertilizer, if they mention the word fertilizer, then it is incorrect. The word here is biofertilizer. Now the next question, one of these events does not take place during the meiosis. One of these events does not take place during the meiosis. Which event will not occur during meiosis? Which event will not occur during meiosis? All of you quickly answer the questions. Which event will not occur during meiosis? Meiosis is the word here. Obviously, बच्चे, one successive division without any DNA replication cannot be possible. Okay, rest all are there in the meiosis. Chiasmata formation and crossing over, segregation of homologous chromosome, separation of sister chromatid will be there. Okay, right, separation of sister chromatid in the anaphase 2 will be there. Okay, the next question, name the event wherein the parental and the maternal chromosome change their material with each other in the cell division. In the cell division. Bachcho, how's the energy? How's the energy? Low, ma'am. Low, ma'am. We are saturated. We are done. We do not want to revise again. Right? है ना? है ना? Isn't it? Isn't it? Energy is low, ma'am. We do not want to revise anything. Huh? We are done. Oh my God, in the morning HSP sir was teaching the inorganic chemistry. Now you are teaching the biology. What are we supposed to do? Henna, we are just done. Arey guys, it is just for 3 more days. For 3 more days. Just for 3 more days. So for 3 more days, now just get out of your comfort zone and give it a try. Literally give it a try. You never know. See, if you guys will revise in a wonderful way in last 3 days, na, maybe you will be able to boost your 200 plus marks. It is not a, literally it is a fact. It is a fact. You just need to revise it properly. Okay. Okay. So now answer the question. When the parental and the maternal chromosome, they are going to change their segment, you know that the answer is crossing over, and that crossing over is going to take place in the packetine. In the packetine. Next question. A cornea transplant is never rejected in humans because. A cornea transplant is never rejected in humans because. Guys, speed up, speed up, speed up. Speed up all of you. A cornea transplant is never rejected in humans because it is the part of the body which is having no blood supply. It is directly taking the oxygen from the surrounding. No blood supply means immune cells are not able to identify it. We are safe. Right? Very simple question. It is the cornea. The part of the outermost layer of the eye. The part of that fibrous coat it is. The curved part it is. The cornea. The transparent part, the thick part it is. Now the next question, the phobia in the mammalian eye is the center of visual field. Guys, we are picking up question from your entire syllabus, right? From your entire syllabus. So please be a support. Let's revise these questions. Okay, let's revise these questions. Right? So the phobia in the mammalian eye is the center of visual field wherein phobia centralis. Remember, retina is having a yellow spot. We used to call it as macula lutea. That macula lutea is having a conical depression. We used to call that conical depression as phobia. We used to call it as phobia centralis. Remember? Do you remember that? So obviously the correct answer here is no roads are there, but high density of cones will be there in the phobia centralis, and it is responsible for the visual acuity. Okay. Okay. So, in the majority of angiosperms, a small central cell is present in the embryo sac. The egg has a filiform apparatus. There are many antipodal cells. Reduction division occur in the megaspore mother cell. So, in the majority of angiosperms, yes, happiest birthday to you, Priyanshu. Stay blessed. Guys, answer it. In the majority of the angiosperms. And guys, do subscribe our channel for such lovely, full of energy sessions. Do subscribe our channel. So tell me, in the majority of the angiosperms, small central cell is present in the embryo sac. The egg has a filiform apparatus. There are many antipodal cells. Reduction division occurs in the megaspore mother cell. So obviously, reductional division will occur in the megaspore mother cell, and it is not the small central cell, it is the large central cell. Right? It is a large central cell. Right, now the next question, this plant is used in sandy soil and a green manure in the as green manure in the crop field. Right, the plant is used in sandy soils and as green manure in the crop field. So this question we should not, this is outside the NCERT, let's not consider it. Okay, I am going to put a cross. Next question, which one of the following shows double fertilization? Which one of the following shows double fertilization? When will the session end? Bache, in few minutes I am going to end it. Which of the following shows the double fertilization? So it is there in the case of angiosperm. The next question, what function does the myometrium perform? The word here is myometrium. The word here is myometrium. So tell me, what should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here? What function does the myo word is associated with? You know that it is associated with the word muscle. It is associated with the word muscle. Myometrium, the middle layer of the uterus having smooth muscles. So under the influence of oxytocin, it will undergoes, right, rhythmic contraction and relaxation. It is responsible for that parturition, right, bache? So it exhibits strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. So myometrium, muscles are there. Which muscles are there? Smooth muscles. So which hormone is responsible for the contraction and relaxation? That is the oxytocin. That is the oxytocin. That is the oxytocin. So malignant malaria is caused by. Malignant malaria is caused by, the word is malignancy here. The most dangerous malaria it is, right? The most dangerous malaria it is. So please let me know. Please let me know. Easy na? Falciparum. It is falciparum. Okay, it is what? It is falciparum. Done. The next question, the centrioles replicate during. The centrioles replicate during. This question was there in NEET 2022 as well. The centrioles, they are going to replicate during S phase. So in S phase, your 2C will become 4C, means the DNA content will get doubled, number of chromosome will remain same, and the centriole will duplicate as well, and even the synthesis of histone protein will also take place in the S phase. Synthesis of histone protein will also take place in the S phase. Now the next question, okay. To protect the tobacco plants against the melodigyne incognitia using RNAi, nematode-specific genes were introduced into the host plant by using. To protect the tobacco plants against the melodigyne incognitia using RNAi, that is RNA interference, nematode-specific genes were introduced into the host plant by using. Into the host plant by using. Into the host plant by using. You know the correct answer, isn't it? Isn't it? We have to introduce the nematode specific gene. So for that, agrobacterium vector will be used, right? TI plasmid of the agrobacterium vector will be used. Run bache. Now the next question, appearance of dry scaly lesions on various parts of the body such as skin, nails and scalp. It is the symptom of, even we have covered it in our last class. In our last class also we have covered that. Can you answer it? Can you answer it? Yes, everyone? Yes, everyone? Tell me. So the correct answer here is, you know that, right? Fungus is going to cause that, right? But which fungus is there? The trichophyton, right? It is the trichophyton. Which fungus is there? It is the trichophyton. Now the next question, during the concentration of urine by human kidney, NaCl is returned to the medullary interstitium. Even we have covered it in our human physiology marathon. During concentration of urine by the human kidney, NaCl, sodium chloride, is returned to the medullary interstitium. Remember this question, that NaCl and urea, they maintain the osmolarity, right? They maintain the osmolarity of medullary fluid, right? Do you know that they maintain the osmolarity of the medullary fluid? Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Now, they are asking, what are they asking? During concentration of urine by human kidney, NaCl is returned to medullary interstitium. NaCl is returned to medullary interstitium. Are you getting my point? It is returned to medullary interstitium. So, if you remember that diagram that we have discussed in the human physiology session, this is going to be the descending limb of loop of Henle, ascending limb of loop of Henle, and here in its surrounding, this will be the ascending limb of vasa recta, this will be the descending limb of vasa recta. Remember? So, this side is, it will pick up NaCl from surrounding, it will give it back here, it will give it back here, right? So, what should be the correct answer? So, here you guys can see it should be the ascending capillary of the vasa recta. So, do check that human physiology marathon, right, if you want to see that in detail, right? Okay, so the next question, the bile duct and the pancreatic duct open together into the duodenum. Remember that duct tree? Do you remember that duct tree? The bile duct and the pancreatic duct, they open together into the duodenum as the common hepatopancreatic duct, right? They are even forming the ampulla. So, it is guarded by, yes bache, it is guarded by, exactly, it is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. So, do you remember the duct tree? The right hepatic duct, the left hepatic duct. It is going to join, it will form common hepatic duct. It will form common hepatic duct. This one is right hepatic duct. This one is left hepatic duct. So, it is going to form common hepatic duct. Here what do we have? Gallbladder. And here what do we have? Cystic duct. What do we have here? Cystic duct. So, both of them will join, bache. Both of them will join, right? They will form common bile duct. Then what will happen? Here in the surrounding, we are also having the pancreatic duct. So, pancreatic duct will also join with this common bile duct and it will result in the formation of hepatopancreatic duct, which is also known as, because it is swollen at the base. So, we also use the word ampulla. Ampulla means it looks like a funnel. It looks like a funnel. So, it is the ampulla. We also call it as water's ampulla. So, it will open up in the duodenum, right? It will open up in the small intestine. And here what do we have? We have the sphincter of Oddi. We have the sphincter of Oddi, and this common bile duct, before joining to this pancreatic duct, even it is guarded by sphincter of Boyden. Very good, sphincter of Boyden. Now the next question, which antibody is present abundantly in the yellowish fluid colostrum secreted by the mother during the initial days of the lactation? Easy it is, easy it is. Which antibody is present abundantly in the yellowish fluid colostrum? Colostrum enriched with IgA, immunoglobulin A, and this immunoglobulin A is dimer. Next, the flowers are zygomorphic in, remember zygomorphic, bisexual flowers, zygomorphic bisexual flowers. Flowers are bisexual in, flowers are bisexual in, guys speed up, yes, speed up. Quick, the flowers are zygomorphic in, the flowers are zygomorphic in easy it, okay, easy it is, answer it. The flowers are zygomorphic in, choose the correct option, choose the correct option. So, it is, yes, it is, answer is not given here, but I think you guys can answer it. Gulmohar is there, cassia is there, right? Gulmohar is there, cassia is there, definitely. So, B and C will be the correct answer. Done, bache? So, Okay, the answer is already marked here. You guys can check here. The natural selection where more individuals acquire specific character values other than the mean character value. Let me explain it. They are saying the organism, they are going to acquire, right, specific character value other than mean. Mean means heterozygous. Other than mean, they are saying acquire specific character value. So obviously it is going to be the directional. Obviously it is going to be the directional, and answer here is B and C. I told you already. Now the next, even we have already solved it. It is directional. It is directional. Now the next question. Which one of the following plants shows vexillary estivation and diadelphous stamen? Bache, vexillary estivation means papilionaceous corolla will be there, right? Papilionaceous corolla will be there. Vas Hazel, very good. So answer it, bache, answer it. Which one of the following plants show vexillary estivation and diadelphous stamens? Bache, till the end of the session, let's make the like count 2k plus. Let's make the like count 2k plus. Quick. So which of the following plants they show vexillary estivation and diadelphous stamens? Vexillary estivation in the case of P, right? So that is Pisum sativum, right? That is Pisum sativum. Are you getting my point? So now the next, read the following statement on lipids and find out the correct set of statements, right? And find out the correct set of statements. So basically you need to find out the correct set here. Oh, it is... Okay, give it a try, we'll discuss it. Correct set. See, lecithin is found in plasma membrane. Is it a glycolipid? No, it's a phospholipid. Lecithin is what? It's a phospholipid. So, wherever option A is given, cut it, cut it. Saturated fatty acid possesses one or more bonds? No, only one bond will be there, na? It is saturated fatty acid, it is not unsaturated. So, gingerly oil has lower, okay. Lipids are generally but soluble in some, okay. Done. And when fatty acid is esterified with glycerol, monoglycerides are formed. So obviously we can say that the correct answer here is B, C, D and E. Right? C, D and E. It is the correct answer. Now, if a geneticist uses the blind approach for sequencing the whole genome, the question is from HGP. Right? It is important, bache. This question is from HGP, Human Genome Project. They are asking for the sequencing of the whole genome of an organism. Sequencing of the whole genome of an organism. Right? So, what should be the correct answer, bache? What should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer? Yes? Whole genome. So obviously it is going to be the sequence annotation, right? It is going to be the sequence annotation because the entire genome, right, here the entire genome and its entire genome's sequencing will be done. But if you can say that from if the gene which has expressed itself, right, the gene which has formed the mRNA, if the sequencing of that mRNA is done, then we will call it as expressed sequence tags. But here it is the sequence annotation because the word is whole genome. Now the next, which of the following is present between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column, right? Which of the following is present between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column? Guys, kindly answer the question. Kindly answer the question. Which of the following is present between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column? Speed up. Yes. Which of the following is present between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column? Bache, vertebral column, vertebrae are there, and in between these vertebrae, what do we have? Some intervertebral discs, and they are cartilaginous. They are basically cartilages. So obviously the correct answer here is A, cartilage, right? Right? So in which one of the following animals the digestive tract has additional chamber like crop and gizzard? In which of the following animal the digestive tract is having the additional chamber like crop and gizzard? But it's a NEET 2022 PYQ, right? NEET 2022 PYQ. They are asking for the crop and gizzard. We even study that in the case of cockroach, but here the answer is from the birds. So these three are birds, your peacock, your parrot, your crow. Okay, so it's a NEET 2022 PYQ. Now the next question, which is not a connective tissue, you have to tell which one is not a connective tissue, right? The word here is not a connective tissue, not a connective tissue. Adipose, cartilage, neuroglia or blood. So of course the correct answer here is neuroglia, because it is present in the nervous system. It is a part of that nervous system, neuroglia, right? Because glial cells are making more than 50% of the nervous tissue, remember? So neuroglia is the part of nervous tissue. It is not the part of this connective tissue. Adipose, cartilage and blood, they all are the part of connective tissue. Now the next question, bache, identify the microorganism which is responsible for the production of an immunosuppressive molecule, cyclosporin A. The favorite question of NTA. Cyclosporin A. It is immunosuppressive during organ transplantation. It is going to suppress the immune system. So what should be the correct answer? It is Trichoderma polysporum. So from Clostridium butylicum, you will get butyric acid. It's quite easy, literally. From Aspergillus niger, you are going to get citric acid. From Saccharomyces cerevisiae, the ethanol will be obtained, and from Trichoderma polysporum, it is the immunosuppressive agent, cyclosporin, right? Immunosuppressive agent. Now, Lippes loop is a type of contraceptive which is used as, it is non-medicated IUD, right? So which one is the copper releasing IUD? Copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375, right? Done. So hormone releasing IUD is Progestaserd, LNG 20. Now the next question, given below are two statements, statement 1 and 2. So answer the question, bache. Fatty acids and glycerol can't be absorbed in blood. Okay. Specialized lymphatic capillaries called lectines carry chylomicrons in the lymphatic vessels and ultimately into the blood. We have already read that, right? In the human physiology marathon, we have completed it. So what should be the correct answer here? So here the correct answer is both statements are okay. They are incorrect. Yes, they are incorrect. How? Fatty acids and glycerols cannot be absorbed into the, okay, they should be, guys, it is correct, isn't it? It is correct, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Huh? What should be the correct answer? See, fatty acids and glycerols, they cannot be absorbed into the blood directly. Obviously, we know that, right? Obviously, we know that it cannot be absorbed into the blood directly, right? And the lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessels rather, okay? Lymphatic, it is basically the lymphatic vessel which is lectile. It will carry chylomicrons into the lymphatic vessels. So, no, it is the D, nahi? It is the D. Exactly. Both the statements are correct. Okay. Okay. Done. Now, the next part, in an E. coli, this question is also interesting. In an E. coli strain, I gene gets mutated and its product cannot bind the inducer molecule. So, if the growth medium is provided with the lactose, so what will be the outcome? Tell me. What will be the outcome? Tell me. What will be the outcome? We have already covered it, isn't it? Isn't it? So, what should be the correct answer here? What should be the correct answer here? So in E. coli, I genes get mutated and its product cannot bind the inducer. So you know that I means the regulator gene. So regulator gene is going to form the repressor, and you know that it is the product of this regulator gene that is going to bind with the, that is going to bind with what? That is going to bind with the operator, isn't it? So if we are saying that the I gene gets mutated and its product cannot bind the inducer, right? So we are saying that it gets mutated and its product is not binding with the inducer, means this repressor is not binding with the inducer. So if the growth medium is provided with lactose, what will be the outcome? Okay, guys, don't you think that there is a kind of mistake here again, right? See, in an E. coli, if I gene is getting mutated and its product, that is your repressor, if it does not bind the inducer, if it is not able to bind with the lactose, so obviously if it cannot bind with the lactose, it will bind to the operator, right? Yeah, either it should mention here that it cannot bind to the operator. It cannot bind to the operator. So if the growth medium is provided with lactose, then obviously what is going to happen? Your Z, Y and A gene will be transcribed. Right, it will be transcribed. Done? So statement needs to modify. So Tegmina in the cockroaches, it arises from exactly galaxy rider. So that is what I am saying. Bache, I know it's a PYQ, but still, see, they are saying that I gene is getting mutated. Okay, so if I gene is getting mutated, it is going to form the repressor, and we know that that repressor binds with the inducer. Basically that repressor, right? Basically that repressor is binding with the inducer. This is the scenario in the case of your lac operon, na? The repressor, it used to bind with the inducer when lactose is present. So when the repressor and inducer, they bind, the site at operator will be free. The site at operator will be free. So if that site at operator is free, you know that RNA polymerase will bind to the promoter, the transcription will start. Now they are saying the I gene gets mutated and its product cannot bind to the inducer. So if it cannot bind to the inducer, then obviously, then we cannot say that all will be transcribed, na? So in that question, there is a mistake even in that last year paper, right? Right? That's what. Here they are not mentioning the repressor, they are mentioning the inducer, na? So we can conclude one thing from this question. We can just conclude one thing from this question, that repressor, neither it binds to operator nor it binds to inducer. Then we can say that all the genes will be transcribed. Okay, all the genes will be transcribed. Then we can say that. Okay, in that case we can say that. Okay, so repressor will not be able to bind with operator. Simple, simple. So read the question carefully, right? Firstly understand the concept and then you need to answer. Okay, done? So Tegmina in cockroach, it arises from, obviously it arises from meta or mesothorax. Tegmina in the cockroach, it arises from, yes, it arises from. But today at 11 I am going to post one video, right? Basically it is for less than 1 minute, right? So one trick for morphology of flowering plant I have shared in that video. So you guys can check that. I will share it in Telegram group as well. Okay. So Tegmina, it arises from, don't you think the answer should be mesothorax? Mesothorax is the answer. Mesothorax is the answer. Next question, which of the following is a correct statement? Bache, we have to solve 90 questions, right? And we are on question number 84. So speed up. Speed up. We have to solve 90 question. Okay, so speed up. So which of the following is a correct statement? Bacteria are exclusively heterotrophic organism. Slime molds are saprophytic organism classified under kingdom Monera. Mycoplasma have DNA, ribosome and cell wall. Cyanobacteria are a group of autotrophic organism described under kingdom Monera. You need to find out the correct statement. You need to find out the correct statement. Quick. The correct statement. Which one is the correct statement here? So obviously you have to find out the correct statement. See, Mycoplasma is the only bacteria which is without cell wall, right? So this is incorrect. Slime molds, they belong to, remember the trick, CDESP. So it belongs to kingdom Protista, not to the kingdom Monera. Then here, bacteria are exclusively heterotrophic. No, bache, cyanobacteria, right? Cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, photosynthetic it is. So obviously, right, obviously this one is the correct statement. Cyanobacteria, group of autotrophic organism classified under kingdom Monera. Now the next question, which of the following is not a method of ex situ conservation? Ex situ conservation. One is in situ, on site, ex situ, off site, which is not a method. The word is not a method. No, if inducer does not bind to repressor. Exactly, that's what Joel I said, na? If your inducer, it cannot bind to the repressor. So obviously inducer, if inducer cannot bind to the repressor, then again also the operator place will not be empty. Hai na? So question is incomplete. That's what I can say. So that is why I am saying that you should understand the concept. So which of the following is not a method of ex situ conservation? Ex situ, ex situ. Not a method of, obviously it is the national park. It is in situ, on-site conservation, micropropagation, cryopreservation, in vitro fertilization, they all comes under the ex situ conservation, right? But national park is the in situ conservation. Wildlife sanctuaries, in situ conservation. Okay. Now the next question, what amount of energy is released from glucose during lactic acid fermentation? Lactic acid fermentation, anaerobic respiration, pyruvate is entering in the lactic acid formation. So what amount of energy from the glucose will be released? What amount of energy from the glucose will be released? Guys, quick, right? We just need to solve 90 questions only. Obviously less than 7%. Less than 7% it is. Now the girdling experiment was performed by plant physiologists to identify the plant tissue through which, remember girdling experiment, the bark was removed. So obviously phloem is not there, the food will not get transported. So obviously it is A. It is A. Now the next question, the process of translation of mRNA to protein begins as soon as. The process of translation of mRNA to protein begin as soon as. Yes, as soon as. The largest subunit encounters mRNA, no. Both the subunits join together, no. The tRNA is activated in large subunit of ribosome, no. When the small subunit of ribosome, it encounters the mRNA. This is the mRNA, small subunit will bind here. Then the tRNA will come and then, okay, so D is the correct answer. Now the next question, the device which can remove particulate matter present in the exhaust from a thermal power plant, remember from diagram based session, right? I was asking this question, the device which can remove particulate matter present in the exhaust from a thermal power plant. So obviously it is the ESP, electrostatic precipitator. ESP, electrostatic precipitator. It is an ESP, electrostatic precipitator. So the last question, which one of the following statement cannot be connected to the predation? Cannot be connected to the predation. Cannot be connected to the predation. it might lead to the extinction of species. Both the interacting species are negatively impacted. It is necessitated by nature to maintain the ecological balance. It helps in maintaining species diversity in a community. So, but we cannot say that in predation both the species are negatively impacted. One will be positively impacted, another will be harmed. So, it is plus minus interaction. Done, bache? So, today we have revised the 90 questions, right? Tomorrow we are having a session. We are having a session at 11. So, in that session what will we do? We are going to do this top 1000 question, and yes, 90 plus question you can expect from this particular session. Okay, so tomorrow at 11 we are going to start it. Okay, done. So, bache, do join the session. The session is literally very important. You know, all the teachers, they are adding a lot of question in that session. We are making sure that we ask questions from the previous year papers. Plus, bache, some extra questions are also there. Some new question that teachers have created by their own. We are even adding that, right? So, it's a humble request to join the session. I think you should join this session because session is very important for you, for your NEET preparation. So, just go for it. Okay. Okay. And if you are new to our channel, then you know what you have to do. You need to subscribe the channel, and I will share this PDF in the Telegram group. Okay, I am going to share just right after the session. I'll share the PDF in the Telegram group. Right, some extra questions are also there. You need to solve that too. Okay, you need to solve that questions too. Okay, so bache, do mention in the comment section you like the session or not, and whatever questions I have asked, right? Please, whatever question I have asked, please answer that. Please answer that in the Telegram group also. Okay, I'll be very happy. So, it is just going to take, I think, 10 seconds or 15 seconds for you guys to type a comment. I really want to see that. Even that positive content, that positive comments that drive us to do that hard work. Okay. 83 out of 90 are correct. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 73. No. 90 out of 90. Seriously, Muthu. Very good. I'm a very bad singer. 82. Okay. Good. 85. Good. But you really need to work on it. Okay. Okay. Let's make it 90 out of 90. So, in tomorrow's session, I want you all to attend that session, and in that session we are going to practice a lot of questions from physics, from chemistry, from biology, right bache, and then you guys can ensure your 100 plus questions from that particular session only.